Joining me now is Republican Senator from Louisiana, John Kennedy. So they're calling off the health care markup this morning as a result of Senator Schumer saying everybody needs to go out and protest what's going on. You know, for people that are looking for health care reform and tax reform, this is worrisome. What do you think happens?
Well, I was afraid this was going to happen. Look, so long as it's lawful, the President of the United States can fire anybody who works for him. And I'm sure the President had his reasons. I had been worried for some time about Mr. Comey's ability to lead credibly the investigation of the Russian influence in our elections. A lot of Americans lost confidence in him in the way he led the investigation regarding Secretary Clinton's emails, and I was scared it was going to bleed over into the Russian investigation.
But the healthcare.
But let me just finish my thought. Having said that, the White House's timing was less than impeccable. I mean, there's another way of putting it. Their timing sucked. Okay, it gave ammunition to our enemies, and you just don't want to lead with your chin.
Yeah.
Now the president can fix all this, but he's going to have to find a Neil Gorsuch-like new director of the FBI, and his next selection may be the most important selection he makes over the next 4 years. If we get somebody really good, like a Neil Gorsuch type, to head FBI, this will all go away. But if he doesn't, it's not going to go away. And you're right, it's distracting us from important issues. I'm not saying the Russian investigation isn't important. I've said it, we need to do it fully and thoroughly and transparently. But so is tax reform, so is infrastructure, so is health care, and this has been a distraction.
Okay, so do you see it getting back on track? I mean, specifically this morning, there was supposed to be a markup on health care that didn't happen. Will it happen tomorrow?
Well, I hope so. You know, and shame on our colleagues. I say that gently, but shame on our colleagues for using this as an excuse. But that's what happens when you lead with your chin.
But what have you heard?
Get smacked.
Have you heard that it's going to be back on track tomorrow? You don't know.
The Democrats are not sharing their strategy with me. You'll not be surprised to learn. I hope so, though. We've got a lot of important work to do, beginning with health care.
Yeah. So how do you get things back on track? I mean, there's between this and tax reform, there is a lot of work to be done. Well,
I'll tell you how we get it back on track. The president needs to nominate someone for director of the FBI, and he needs to do it quickly, and it needs to be the sort of man or woman that most Americans will look at and say, now that's a good choice.
So who would that be? Give me some names.
It's not my place. I mean, I've got my own thoughts. I don't want to jinx anybody. That'll be up to the president, but he needs to do it pretty quickly, and he needs to nominate a rock star, and then this stuff will go away.
Senator Kennedy, thanks for your time. Good thoughts. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.